Today we're taking a look at the Houston Astros versus Oakland Athletics match, which is happening on Sunday, April 4th, 2021 at 4:05 p.m., and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Houston has a chance to pick up a divisional road sweep to open the season on Sunday afternoon. The Astros have won their first 3 games in Oakland and have taken early control of the division. They'll look to put the finishing touches on their masterpiece when Jose Urquidy toes the rubber opposite of Oakland's Sean Manaea. The Astros are off to a good start, winning their first 3 games of the season. They will try to keep their record perfect with another win over the Athletics, which will give them their 4th win in a row and their first series win of the year. For the Sunday starter role, Houston will turn to Jose Urquidy. Last year Urquidy was solid after starting out the year on the injured list, notching 5 starts with a 2.73 ERA. He ended the season on a nice run, notching 4 straight quality starts. Houston has played well offensively so far, scoring 26 runs in their first 3 games. They finished their last game with 9 runs. Jose Altuve picked up his first home run of the season with a solo shot in the 2nd inning. Yordan Alvarez finished with 3 RBI, while Kyle Tucker had 2 RBI. The Astros have also pitched well, giving up 7 runs in 3 games. They gave up 1 run in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. Urquidy was 1-1 with a 2.73 ERA last season. He was 0-1 with a 3.00 ERA in his only start against the Athletics last season. It would be easy to rant about how the A's have been held to only 1 run in 2 of their last 3 games. They've clearly gone cold at the plate to kickstart their season against the most controversial team in baseball right now. But this series has been all about Oakland getting absolutely destroyed on the mound. Their pitching rotation is currently ranked near the bottom of the league in ERA. The Astros bats have been busting them up at every turn in lopsided passion. They have to make a defensive stand at some point to even give their team a chance to win. And that all starts with Sean Manaea on Easter Sunday. The pitching staff struggled from the outset in the loss. As starter Cole Irvin allowed 4 runs on 7 hits across 4.1 innings. Reliever Raymond June gave up 4 runs on 4 hits in just 1 inning. Left-handed pitcher Sean Manaea will be looking for a solid performance to help his team get in the win column for the first time this season. He showed some nice signs during spring training, as his fastball increased from an average of 90.1 miles per hour to 93.5 miles per hour. The southpaw posted a 4.50 ERA across 11 starts in 2020. The left-handed Valparaiso native is throwing a 4.50 ERA and coming off a season where he posted a 1.20 WHIP and 45 strikeouts. He actually earned a victory over the Astros last season in a game where he only allowed 1 earned run in 7 innings. A similar performance would go a long in helping the A's avoid getting swept. They aren't a gaudy offensive team, and they could potentially make things interesting if they're able to keep the finale low scoring. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. The value has to be on Houston in Sunday's series finale. The Astros have all the momentum after winning the first 3 games of the series and arguably have the better pitcher on the mound. Urquidy was only able to start 5 games last season, but he held opponents to 2 runs or fewer in all 5 appearances. Manaea was average last year after a breakout year in 2019, and his team has not been as good offensively to open the season. The Astros are clearly storming out of the gates and looking to make an example out of the rest of the league this season. Their only saving grace for being branded as cheaters is still finding ways to blow teams out consistently with the microscope of the world beaming on top of them. The A's are clearly rattled at the moment, and it isn't a good sign for them to find any answers in a 4th meeting. They are getting absolutely annihilated on defense, with the Astros averaging 8+ runs so far this season. Not only have they struggled to stop the bats, but they failed to get their own offense going. Jose Urquidy will do his job well, take a bow and swiftly walk over to the dugout to watch the bullpen go to work. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Houston Astros minus 110. The Astros are 12-5 in their last 17 in Game 4 of a series and 50-22 in their last 72 versus a left-handed starter. Houston is 50-22 in their last 72 road games versus a lefty starter, and the over is 6-1 in their last 7 in Game 4 of a series. Meanwhile, the A's are 22-8 in their last 30 in Game 4 of a series and 50-24 in their last 74 home games. The over is 5-1 in Oakland's last 7 Sunday games as well. Mitch Moreland was the only player who drove in a run on Saturday. On the mound for the Astros will be Jose Urquidy, who the Astros hope they can lean on heavily this year. Last year he had 5 appearances going 1-1 and sitting with a 2.73 ERA. On the mound for the A's will be Sean Manaea, and in the last game he went 4-3 sitting with a 4.50 ERA. The A's are going to need a good outing from Manaea as he tries to slow down a strong offense. The Astros are 5-1 in their last 6 games on grass. The Astros are 2-5 in their last 7 games as a favorite. The over is 4-0 in the Astros' last 4 games against the American League West. The over is 4-0 in the A's last 4 games overall. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 8.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.